Happy Monday, everybody. April 29th. Oliver Clark, Gunner, Cy. I don't actually have a name for the white tiger. You guys could help me with that. Anyway, we're checking in before we crash for a bit. Just kind of want to give an update. So I had a really pretty good, strong weekend. I'm having quite a few days in a row where I can kind of keep on going. Mornings are still really rough. I always find it very difficult to kind of get up and get moving, which is very different from what I've always been. I've always been a morning person, and I'm struggling with that a little bit, but kind of once I get going, I'm being able to do a little more, which is great. So wanted to share yesterday, after a long time being too ill and weak to attend church, I was able to go, which was awesome. So it was really great to just be there. And yeah, I read the Bible all the time. I'm currently in a Bible study. I pray all the time. I'm very strong in my faith, but when I'm actually under the roof, it felt really good. It was much needed. So that was really great. But what was really cool is while I was there, regarding my breast implant situation, the pews are made of wood, right? There's a cushion that we sit on, but then the back is wood. And I've always had a lot of discomfort with my upper back when I was sitting in church, because when I had the implants in, they would always pull my shoulders forward because my implants were specifically under the muscle, which a lot of implants are. So mine were actually placed under the chest muscles, and that would pull me forward because the chest muscles attach to your shoulders and, meet through the center of the chest. And so that my back, like the shoulder blade bones, would also oftentimes kind of be poking out. So when I would go to sit at church and have to try and sit straight so that my shoulder blade bones weren't digging into the wood, it was very hard to do that. Like, I couldn't actually sit up straight because the implants were pulling against the muscles. So yesterday, I was able to sit up fully straight. I mean, it's amazing how much my posture has improved in just the short time since I've been explanted. And I'm now, I'm not even 2 months. Like, I think I'm about maybe 6 or 7 weeks out from explant surgery. And it was awesome to just be able to sit comfortably in that wooden pew. And so with that being said, I just remember that for so long, I was always trying to work on my posture problems with my shoulders being so far forward. And I would strengthen my back muscles since I do personal training for a living. So I would, do the exercises that I've been taught to work with my clients. I would do them for myself. And then I would stretch the chest muscles, trying to open my chest so that I could sit up straight and stand straight. And it's like I just started to have these ahas that when you have breast implants, especially placed behind the muscle, no matter how much you strengthen your back muscles and try and stretch out your chest muscles, you can't open up through your chest because the muscles basically are being constantly pulled against because they're overlapping the implant. So they are constantly in this tightened position. So no matter how much you try and stretch them, you just can't open up through your chest, meaning you can't open up through your shoulders, and you can't sit up straight and stand straight, walk straight. So it was just very eye-opening that was happening in church as far as my back. So again, another major positive as far as having my own body now and not having to fight these implants. And then also, I do have scoliosis, so that does throw a lot of issues with my back and my legs and my hips and all these different things because I'm very imbalanced. But what I'm hoping and very hopeful about is that because the muscles are no longer being pulled in a way that was very unnatural for my body, everything is going to start being able to function as it should. I'm going to be able to stand up straight now, which means that all the muscles you start at the head, it all goes all the way down. Everything is interlinked with each other. As these muscles start to be able to function as they should and open up through my back and everything just starts working better, a lot of the back and hip and all kinds of other body imbalances and issues I have a feeling are going to start to get less and less. I will start working with a personal trainer myself to help me kind of get some balance going so that I can be a little bit stronger there, but I'm looking forward to that. So that's a real positive. And then basically we went, I also had the energy after church. We went to Target to finally get some bralettes and things because I don't have anything except for sports bras. And again, I was just super thrilled with my reaction to my new body and being able to embrace being so much smaller than I was. I basically have gone from what was like a C, D cup to like an A. So like significant drop in size. But what is so fabulous with that is when I was shopping yesterday, there are certain like bralettes, or I even saw a bikini. I didn't really need one, but it jumped off the rack at me. That happens. But things that I bought yesterday to wear that I would never have bought before, because this is how ironic this is. Even though I had large breasts and wanted large breasts, I oftentimes hid my large breasts. So I wasn't one of those that actually would like flaunt them and have the cleavage popping out all the time and really have them out there. I liked them for myself. Like I liked being able to look in the mirror and see large breasts, but oftentimes I would wear things that were more conservative because I didn't want people to stare at my boobs, which is so bizarre when you think about it. But anyway, so when I was buying those outfits, I kind of had to laugh because I thought, I spent 28 years with my boobs trying to kind of hide them and not wear certain things. And now that I have smaller breasts, I'm more willing to wear things like tube tops and these different kind of tank tops that are a little bit more revealing because they're smaller and they're not so obnoxious. And so the one bikini I bought, it's like that itty bitty little polka dot bikini. It is a polka dot bikini. I'll model it at some point, but the top, there is no way, because it's more of those triangular tops. I would have never been able to wear that with the larger breasts, not comfortably. I don't think I would have found a top that would have fit, and then I would have thought that it looked obnoxious, and I just wouldn't have. And I bought it yesterday and put it on, and it was adorable. So again, it just goes to show that, I went into this whole explant surgery literally bawling my eyes out about having to give up my larger breasts. And now that it's done and I'm starting to feel better and I feel I look better, it just, I want it to give hope to those of you out there that are about to go on your own journey of having to let go of your breasts. Just have hope. You are going to look different, but I guarantee there's a lot of you that are going to be in the same space I am, where you're just going to be absolutely elated with your new body. I mean, even my own closet, when I put on my clothes, it's like they're new clothes now because I look different in them. I feel different in them, and in a good way. So I just want to give hope to you guys because I know it's scary. I know I was really scared going into it, and I feel great. I feel lovely in this new body. Posture's better, pain is starting to dissipate, all the different things. So yes, I still have some different things going on. Let me just kind of finish up with that. So tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and have the testing at the hospital for Addison's disease because my cortisol levels keep running really low, which would explain a lot of issues that I'm having. So we need to see if there's some sort of hormone imbalance going on there that's continuing to cause issues with my leg muscle pain that I still have, and then of course the lack of motivation and lethargy and just different things. So that's tomorrow. On Friday I'm going for an MRI of my lumbar spine. I have a growth there that they found at Mayo that they want to just kind of get a baseline, and then I have to watch it every 6 months to make sure that's not becoming something. I don't think that has anything to do with anything that's going on with me, but who knows. And one last thing actually that I did want to share is that another major improvement, My nervous system is still really jacked up, and I'm still having to really avoid stimulation. Not a whole lot of TV, not a whole lot of phone, not a lot of Facebook. I mean, I'm trying to keep everything pretty minimal. But I did have to get to an appointment in Carlsbad today, which is about a 40-minute freeway drive. And I hate the freeways out here in California, always have. And with my nervous system being as messed up as it is, I have not been able to travel the freeways. Graham has had to drive me everywhere. My husband has been my chauffeur. Very grateful to him. Thank you, hubby. Love you. Today, I didn't have that choice. I had to drive it, but I was able to. Like, I was a nervous wreck, and a lot of prayer the whole way there and back, but I was able to do it. And it was raining, and that makes it even worse because people drive like crazy out here in the rain. They don't realize that the roads are slippery. So anyway, the fact that I could actually do it, that my nervous system was able to get me in the car to actually go, huge for me. When I was in it, I did feel there was a semi-truck thing passing me, and I got nervous, and I could feel my whole, everything, and then I felt like my adrenaline just dump into my body and just all of it. So, I mean, I can feel that there's all these different things going on. When that happened, when the adrenaline hit, and then my legs started to throb, and so something is definitely not quite right as far as my adrenal glands, or something's up with the endocrine system, and I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to meet with my endocrinologist on Thursday to go over my blood sugar insulin issues and then further evaluate what's going on. But I know there's some things happening, but the fact that my nervous system is improving is huge. So I just wanted to put that out there as well, that it's baby steps, little by little. The positive effects of Explant are very small and subtle in my particular case. Some of these women have like a full-on miraculous, they come out of surgery and it's like a whole new them. I'm not one of those, but I am noticing little by little things are changing and improving for the better. So one of the major blessings in this, and this will be the last thing I'll share, sorry, this is another long one, but I just wanted to say again that this particular journey for me, as hard as it's been, has been so incredibly life-changing in such a positive way, because I have had to learn to be very patient, and I've also had to learn to be very mindful every day, like just focusing on one day at a time, not looking back, not looking forward, but focusing on each day. And so in that, what I'm learning is every day I'm finding something positive and good that's happening on this journey. And just being able to be more present and living in the now, that is the greatest blessing I have gotten from this. It's the only thing keeping me sane. It is a God-driven blessing. It is definitely Jesus walking me step by step. I firmly believe that. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I have slowed down and let this journey happen as it is, so that I can just see the little things happening as they come, which gives me hope. So that when I have a bad day, I always still have hope, because I always know that little by little I'm chipping away. It took me 28 years of housing toxic bags inside of my body to get as sick as I was, to where I was circling the drain prior to surgery. There is no way that I'm going to just bounce right back to a whole new healthy me. It's going to be little by little by little, but it's happening. It is really happening. I can't say it enough how grateful I am that it is happening. So that's it for now. I hope everybody has a really great week. I'm hoping that I'm going to start getting stronger and being able to blog a little bit more often. I know a lot of women have said that this is helping them just not feel so alone in it. So I'm so glad that I have some people following. Thank you for that. Please share these videos, get them out there. As far as YouTube, you can subscribe, which will then notify you when I put on new videos all the time. My website, Toxic Tatas No More, you can subscribe to that as well. It will let you know when I've put some new blogs on. I'll continue to share via social media. I just want people to know what this is all about. This is my particular journey. Doesn't mean everybody has the same journey, but I think we all need to know that we're not in it alone, and that there's just somebody out there that's experiencing at least even something similar, because this is a very scary, scary journey to be on. We've been told for years that we're not sick and that we're crazy, and so we have felt alone for a long time. So I want people now, through my sharing of my journey to know that they are never alone in it. And I am available via Messenger, or message me on YouTube or whatever. I'm happy to go on the journey side by side with anybody, just so that they can know that they're not alone and to give them hope. So that's it. I'll check in again, and all the critters are passed out. So I will say, my journey on the freeway, I am wasted. I am done for the day. So I'm going to take my nervous system for a nice long nap, and I will see you again later.